that southern shadow sits on my shoulder. Been there since my daddy drove off that night. Name on the sign says, "Welcome, soldier." Graveyard wind says, "You ain't done it right." Porch light busted, bottle in the driveway, mud on my boots from the old bayou road. Radio preacher talking about grace. I got a glove box full of things I never told. Southern shadow, follow me, follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. I keep running these back road circles, but you lie down wherever I go. Southern shadow, only friend I ever let know. Ashtray full of August, I can't remember. One cracked frame of a woman in white. Her mascara bled like the Brazos-Sin flood when I chose my pride in a bar override. Mama says hearts don't break, they rust, slow like a truck left out in the field. I still see blue lights in the rearview glass every time I think the road might heal. If I cross that county line, will you cross it too? Sit in the passenger seat like a Sunday truth, or will you climb in the bed with the tools and chains, riding low with the sins I never could name? Shadow, follow me, follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. Highway dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view faint. One hand on the wheel, one on the ghost that still knows how to hate. Ash in the cup, coffee gone cold, motel Bible open on the floorboard. I left that town like a blown out tire, but you cling to me more than the smoke in these clothes. I'm just a dust-bound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet dust-bound soul. The porch light burned through 100 bad nights. Now it's just a buzz in the back of my mind. I hear your voice in the hum of the power line saying, boy, some road you can't unwind. If I turn around, will you be there, or just wind in an empty chair? I keep driving like the past can't steer, but you ride shotgun year after year. First match in the dark, found blood on my shirt, whiskey on the Bible like it's covering the dirt, boot prints in the doorway, moonlight on the chair, somebody's still talking in this dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy where the lonely ones dwell. Her ring in the ashtray, cold coffee on the stove, her note in the sink where the red water flows. Every word she left me, 'cause the midnight air, I read it like scripture in a dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy where the lonely ones dwell. If I confess my sins, it just echoes off the wall. If I swear I'll change, there's no one left to call. So I talk to the shadow like somebody's there, calling out my own name in a dead man's prayer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. dust on my tongue, your name in a review, cut from my lungs. Late September, cold in my hands, half a tank, half a heart, half of a man. Your porch light shrinking in the cracked side glass, ash on my jacket, smoke in the past. Blackened road, you keep taking what I can't let go. Every mile burns another old ghost, headlights carving out a crooked home on this blackened road, this blackened road. Old church leaning, cross turned gray, gravel kicks up like the words I couldn't say. Radio's bleeding, some forgotten hymn. I turn it down low, hear your voice cut in. If I turn back now, would the door still stick? Would your bare feet find my boots on the brick? Or am I just a shadow in your kitchen light, a name you only taste when the bourbon bites? Empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls a trigger every time I think of you. Your black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once lay. Wind plays cards with the porch swing chain, house holds its breath like it's praying you'd stay. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into Left my name in the barroom dust, left my ring in a pawn shop drawer. Truck bed full of busted bolts, map burned through from folding. Your note on the dash half torn, my hands still smell like holding. One boot heels chewed to the bone, spurs clang soft when I'm walking, like a ghost dog trailing me home. Every step another warning, broken spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding on these broken spurs. Motel sign buzzing, half-lit red. Coffee tastes like old rain. Talk to God through a paper cup, he just echoed your name. Photographed by the Gideon book, folded right at your smile. I pressed my thumb where your hair once fell. Bleed a little, wait a while. Broken spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding these broken spurs. If I quit the whiskey, would you quit my dream? If I turn this saddle into firewood and steam, would the dawn feel different, or would I still hear you stir? Every time this lonely metal hits the dirt and starts to burn, spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding on these broken spurs. That old oak door still spells my sin. Moon on the mailbox, dust on my boots, gravel in my goodbyes, blood in these roots. Your name on the window, faded in the rain. My shadow walks beside me, but it don't feel the same. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dark still waits. Devil's shadow knows my name. Cold coffee on the counter, Bible on a chair, pages bent to mercy, but it stops right there. You said I could come back if I ever changed. I turned that truck around, but the road's rearranged. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dark still waits. Oh, I leave the porch light burning like a fragile little prayer, but it only draws the moths and the memories hanging there. I whisper, Lord, I'm sorry, into empty fields of grain. Something whispers back, son, you know my taste in pain. Devil's shadow knows my name. On my tongue, Sunday shoes in the mud, cross on the hill, but it's covered in rust. You said the river washes every stain. I walked in trembling, came out the same. Bible on the dashboard, names carved in the pew. Preacher's voice trembled, but I still thought of you. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. If there's forgiveness, it won't cross this state line. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. Your dress on the clothesline still dances in the wind. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick on the rim. I drink that cold silence till it burns going down. Every mile of memory, every church a ghost town. Grace is out there, it missed this road. All I've got is your ring and this 3-chord hope. I sing it soft, I sing it slow, but you don't answer, and God don't show. Found your Bible on the table, coffee stain on Revelation. My ring still in the ashtray next to all my explanations. This is my last testament, signed in whiskey, smoke and regret. Every word I never said, folded like a letter on your side of the bed. If you're gone when the morning comes, I can't say I didn't see it. This is my last testament, and I pray you still believe it. There's a dent in your old pillow where your dreams used to be. I've been talking to the ceiling, 'cause you won't talk to me. If there's mercy for a fool like me, let it find you first, then bury me. Carve it quiet on that stone. I broke her heart, but I came home. Cold coffee on the counter, your note still in my hand. One porch light burning amber. I can't remember who I am. Truck keys on the table, boots by the back door. Jacket on that same old chair. You don't live here anymore. Ashtray full of half-truths, phone face down, gone dead. Every room's a photograph, I walk through them in my head. I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had. Haunting these back roads like a stray dream gone bad. You're a ghost in my rear view, I'm the curse in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm living in this house like a border town, stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. Mail piled on the counter, names I don't say out loud. I talk to your old coffee cup just to hear a voice somehow. Radio hum some love halfway through. Can't stand another chorus that don't belong to me and you. If leaving was salvation, why does it feel like I'm the one who died? If distance is redemption, why are you still sleeping on my side? I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had, haunting these back roads like a stray dream gone bad. You're a ghost in my rear view, I'm the curse in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm living in this house like a border town, stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. Half tanked, half gone, the yellow line keeps dragging on. Cold wind creeping through this cold, you left your name in my throat. Whiskey on a broken road, your ghost riding shotgun, talking low. Every mile just burned your name in the dark on this dash, like a brand in the grain. Whiskey on a broken road, I keep sipping what I should have let go. If I make it to the state line, Lord, will it hurt this slow? Whiskey on a broken road, your notes in the visor, folded thin, 4 words bleeding through the ink, this can't win. Radio's a preacher I can't stand, so I talk to your shadow on my hand. Headlights catch that busted sign where we carved 2 hearts, 1 crooked line. Now it's rust just flaking off